Oh, baby, baby, how were you supposed to know that something wasn't right here? Oh, baby, baby, she shouldn't have let you go. It's my best Britney impersonation. Shout out to Britney, by the way. I personally feel she is a beautiful spirit, and a part of her spiritual journey is standing up for herself and getting rid of all those fake ass family members who have been stealing from her for all these years. Go, Britney, go. I wonder if she has Virgo in her chart, because that's like a theme for Virgos right now. And possibly some other signs as well. Waking up from the matrix. Finally standing up for yourself. Calling out some people who deserve it. That popped out. Sure did. Oops, she did it again. She stood up for herself. I'm glad. Good for you, Britney. And I hope that she wins, because it seems like that conservatorship is some BS. All right, but anyway, for my collective, I don't know why Britney Spears came to mind. What does my collective need to know right now? Holy Spirit, angels, ancestors, guys that surround with love and support. What's happening right now? What do they need to know? Okay, Six of Swords. This has been a recurring theme. So somebody's like moving away from something, or you may be moving, relocating. Yeah, you may be relocating, and it's not something you wanted to do necessarily, but it's something that's happening. And then we got the High Priestess here. It's like, it's time. I feel like that's what I'm hearing. It's time. It's time. Maybe you've decided something. Oh, yeah. Something you've been working on? Something you've been thinking about for a long time? For some of you, it's a romantic relationship. I'm hearing Aretha Franklin in my head. Hello, Bobby. This is Shirley. The Tower is here again. Woman to woman, if you've ever been in love. So somebody's come to a realization, like maybe in a relationship, some of y'all are realizing that your partner is not the one for you, or you're fighting for it, but you realize it's just not worth it anymore. Yeah. Four of Wands. It's time to have fun with life. Time to see what's next. Three of Wands coming out. Yep. Time to see what's up next. After the Tower has fallen. I feel like the Tower is already fallen. And you're on to the next one, on to the next one. And the person from the past is regretting it because they didn't do what was right. Now I'm hearing J. Cole in my head and Miguel. On to the next, on to the next one. It's hard to move on when you always regret one. Damn. Yeah. Thinking of a master plan. They might be trying to figure out how to come back to you. Trying to figure out how to get back in your good graces because you are clearly moving on. To them, that's the Tower. That is the Tower. Yep. So they're trying to think of what they can do to come back to you. But you're in the High Priestess energy. You already know. You know that it's not, it's just not what you want anymore. What else is going on? Yep, you're not going to be out in the cold anymore. You're just not dealing with it anymore. But this person is feeling out in the cold. It's like a flip of a coin, right? You were on the ground before, and then someone being the universe, picked up that coin, flipped it, boom, now they're on the ground. Maybe it took a really long time for you to move out of this situation. But you've let the sun shine in. Yep. It's been a process of healing. Let the sun shine in. What else wants to come out from my collective today? Oh, got a couple. The Hangman. Right under the High Priestess. The Ace of Cups. The Three of Pentacles. And this is really like somebody wants a new beginning with you. We can work it out is what they're thinking. They want a new beginning with you. They're trying to figure out the best way to approach it. But you're not thinking about it anymore. You're not holding on to it anymore. 2 of Wands reversed. You're not thinking about that no more. I ain't thinking about you. You're not thinking about that no more. You're just over it. But here they are, Knight of Cups. And they look cool too. Like maybe that's how they would come back to you. Like, you know, I've been thinking about you for a while now, and I just want to reach out and see how you're doing. I bought you some flowers. But you're not trying to hear it. You're not trying to hear it. See what else is happening in this situation for my collective. Oh, it's the Knight of Cups. Yeah, you came right out. Yeah, right under the 6 of Pentacles. Before, they didn't want equal give and take with you. They were gonna just keep you hanging on. Yeah, see the heart on the string here? Bottom of the deck. This is what you're doing now. You're on the end of it, actually, the healing process. But this person, they sense that. It's like they can sense that you're moving away from them and that you really don't care anymore. So now they want this equal give and take. You used to be watching and waiting for them. Now you're not. You know, it was all fun and games for them. Now they want to work on it. This really came out so beautifully. The tower hit for them. You moved on. Now it's a good tower for you. The bad tower for them. Now they want a new beginning. You have a new beginning because you're working on new things in your life. It's only 2 3s out here, but I wouldn't be surprised if a third 3 came out. Because it's like 3 3 3. You're ascending. You've moved on, like you saw through the situation. Let's see. Yep. And it took a lot. You had to fight with yourself about this. You sure did. You sure did. 4 of Swords keeps popping up at the bottom of the deck because it's been like a process of healing, a long process. I don't know how long this has been for some of you guys, but I feel like this is taking some time. Let's see what else wants to come out, because I'm just going to see what comes out of this freestyle. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Temperance. So, yeah, it's like you were juggling the light and the dark side of yourself, trying to decide, what do I really want? I know if I move forward, there could be new things for me, but also I can move back and maybe it could be better, but that was your shadow side talking. Because whatever this particular thing was is something you don't need in your life. Something that was long overdue for you to leave behind. Long overdue. And you had that realization. And now you're thinking up new ways to be happy. You don't need whatever that was, whoever that person was who wasn't treating you right to be happy. You don't need that. Ooh. Yeah. So I can interpret this 2 different ways. You got the Knight of Pentacles upright, but the Empress reversed. So for me, it's like, you are the Empress, right? But this person was refusing to see you that way. They were refusing to treat you that way. They were acting like they couldn't see you, but they could. They were just ignoring it. They aren't going anywhere. Collective isn't going anywhere. I can take my sweet time. But now you're taking your sweet time. And this is what they get from you. Not a thing. You're just done. You're done with them. And so now you're in your Knight of Pentacles energy toward things that matter to you. I mean, it's taking you a little time. You're strategizing, you're planning. But you're not putting up with this BS anymore. Like, you better recognize me when I see you the first time, right? Don't play with me. I got the whole world in me. And they acted like they couldn't see you. So this is what they get now. That's what they get. And you're walking away from the trouble in your life. And now you're in the Emperor energy. You're in the Emperor energy in the high vibration, as in you're taking control of the situation. You're focusing on what it is that you want, what's going to be beneficial to you. You're using logic in the decisions you make. You're seeing more clearly about the situation and really controlling your own power. By changing your perspective. Like, wait a minute, why am I letting this person jerk me around? Who are they? I'm the Empress. I'm the Emperor. Let me try that again. Yep. So, what else? How was I supposed to know? Now they're wishing and hoping and dreaming and praying, but you are in the Queen of Swords energy again, and it's high vibration. You're seeing clearly. You're healing. You're cutting out what doesn't belong. You are the star in your own movie. You're making things happen for yourself. You don't need them, so you cut them out. And you're also cutting out the heartbreak because you've healed from it. You've healed from it. Whew. Whoa, this just came out and toppled over the deck. What's that about? That must mean something, doesn't it? It knocked half the deck over. Specifically the Five of Pentacles with the Strength and the Queen of Swords. This is the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. Yep. You're moving on. Can be moving on to a new partner, somebody who's a boss, somebody who is good, somebody who sees you the first time. They're not confused about who you are. They're not sneaky and running behind your back. They're not holding back their energy from you. They're standing there, ready to share that coin with you. Is that it? Ready to share their life with you? That sounds good. Maybe you haven't met that person yet, but they're in your path. And also, like I always say, if you got new things going on, it's good to keep those things close to your chest for now. Wait until they develop, like when you're having a baby. Wait until the third trimester. No, second trimester. So like that's the fourth month of pregnancy, right? You give it a little time to grow before you go telling everybody. And before they're like, oh, how do you feel about that? Oh, what are you gonna do? See, sowing those little seeds of doubt in your mind. Are you ready? Are you sure that's the right thing for you? Like, No. You're not letting anyone else affect this for you. You're marching toward what this is in your life, okay? Yep. Because you've taken your power back. Look at that sexy King of Wands. And be careful that you're not giving anyone else your power, because this King of Wands is kind of sneaky in this deck. Like, look at him. He's so handsome and alluring, right? And he's got the lion right behind him. But that could mean that there's somebody trying to block you. Somebody trying to take your power as well. But I don't feel like that applies here, because I feel you guys have moved past that and you're being discerning. You're being discerning about who you're letting in your space, who you're sharing your energy with. So I think this king is you, and that lion is you just double confirming your inner strength. You're moving on from what doesn't belong from you. And you're welcoming in the good. And you're like, I wish a bitch would try to cross my boundaries right now. And I don't think they're gonna try it. And those people that are waiting on you now, who were making you wait before, they're in this energy. Thinking about what they had that they no longer have. What else does my collective need to know right now? There are new beginnings in your life. You're moving forward. Yeah. And it's not easy. Like I said, it's not an easy transition, but you're doing it. You've had a spark. You've had a spark within yourself to move forward with the Eight of Wands energy onto bigger and better things. Yeah, you're fighting your own ego. You're fighting your memories. but you're doing it. You're climbing up above everyone else. You're getting there. You've got that fire within you. It's keeping you. It's showing you the way. And you're embarking on new things, new parts of your journey. And those things are going to bring you joy, and you're protected along the way. See how she's kind of surrounded in light there? Now's the time. Now is the time. Yep. And whoever this cold, calculating person was from the past who didn't see your value, they're watching you and they're looking back at how stupid they were. Now they see. All they can do is watch you. All they can do is watch you move on. And you're reading up on new things. You're reading up on those new ideas you have. You're keeping them to yourself. You're balancing things. Boy, that's good energy for you to be in. Somebody's calling me. What time is it? It's around 6 o'clock. It's probably my sister. She don't want nothing. I'll call her back. Ooh. Yes. I love this because some of you are single. It's not about you finding someone else. It's about you being truly happy within yourself. 9 of Cups energy. Wish fulfillment on your own, whether or not you have a partner. And you're not hurting about any 2 of Cups situation. You're not. In the past, maybe you were. You thought that your happiness was related to the 2 of Cups, but it's not. That's died. That part of you has died. That thought you needed somebody else to make you happy. You don't need anyone else. But when you meet the right person, you'll want that person. But you'll be completely settled with yourself. You'll be content with yourself, happy with yourself. That's where your happiness is. The part of you that thought, I need someone with me. I need to be holding someone's hand. I need someone else's approval to make me happy. I need someone else's permission to succeed. You've dropped that mentality. You have moved on. Now you know you have everything it takes, and there is somebody for you in the future, but you're not tripping because you're doing well on your own. Love it. I really do love it. I really do love it. And you're using your intuition. You're using your discernment for all these new situations that come in. And you're the Magician. You're watching out for any BS. You can see the BS. If there's somebody around you who's in this Magician reverse energy, you sense it. You're using your discernment. You're calling it out. And you're manifesting your own future so that you can celebrate. And you will be. Good things that are supposed to be in your life are showing up. And I think I just saw it in that card. I noticed it for the first time. It's like a constellation of the drinking gourd, which is a slavery, what's the word? It's like a story, legend, urban legend for slavery. It's like the slaves would follow the drinking gourd, that constellation in the sky that looked like a drinking gourd, to get to the north in America for freedom, right? They followed it. And on that 3 of Cups card, it looked like there was a drinking gourd in the sky. You're not a slave to this person anymore, to this situation anymore. You've walked away. You've seen the light and you're walking toward it. The 10 of Cups they thought they were going to have with you is gone because you've let it go. Now you're walking into a new, abundant beginning, financially, romantically, everything. With this Ace of Pentacles, you're changing your sight, you're changing your vision, and you're seeing that you're worth it now. That's excellent. 9 of Pentacles right after that. You're good on your own, feeling very successful, done with the heartbreak. You're done with the heartbreak. The wheels turned on that. It's completed. Because as I was saying, you took your power back. The heartbreak is over. So are there any other messages? Because I've used up most of this deck, actually. And I kind of like the style of this freestyle reading. You've had time within. You've had time to just sit and be with yourself. You had time to process, to feel those feelings of lack, of boredom, possibly of regret. Should I be doing this? Should I not? But now see how I'm noticing in this one, she's moving closer to the light than she is from this past. It's like you're moving away from that. Yep. Yeah. And they left you. Whoever left you is now regretfully looking back at what you were trying to give them, and they disregarded. And they did. They disregarded it. Yeah, they're in regret now. Crying over spilled milk. Crying over spilled milk, but still not doing anything to fix it. You don't need them. Yeah, somebody from your past. And you are letting go of the past, which is incredibly hard to do. Because even when you think you've done it, sometimes things resurface and you have to face them again. And you've been doing that. You've been doing the work. Maybe you're running away from whatever this connection was. You could be running away from a Gemini. Running away from just wasn't right for you. And you're running away from whoever was in this energy, this Knight of Swords energy. Because it's like this is how you were feeling about them. You were connected, you were in it. And they treated it like this. I feel like they can see that now. Yep, and that's why they're in this energy. I'm supposed to be getting ready for a date. At 26 minutes, I'll go for a couple more minutes with this. Yep. It fell out reversed right after I spoke about that person from the past, so this is how they're feeling. Now they're wrecking their brain, trying to figure out how they can get back in, how they can correct things, but they can't. There's no way for them to strategize taking your power anymore. You did it back. You took it back. Yeah, they can't do it anymore. It's like burdening them to try to figure out how to do it. Yeah, you're the Queen of Wands. Look at her. Look how effortlessly she's creating fire in the palm of her hand. It's like you're on fire right now. You're not letting that go. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. See? Capricorn and or just anybody in the devil energy who's going to try to entice you is going to be met from the past. They're going to be met with this. Like if somebody's inviting you to a party, who all going to be there? You're like, your guard is up. For good reason. You're being smart about the situation. And it could be that this person from the past really wants to make things work. Maybe they just now realize that you're a soulmate. Yeah. But they're still on some BS. And you're celebrating. And yes, that is the drinking gourd. That is the constellation. Leading you to freedom away from whatever bondage this was, keeping you trapped in your mind all this time. So I would say don't ruin the good things that are coming to you, the celebration that's on its way to you, that you're really kind of already starting. And you may not feel it yet because the battle's just over, but you're getting there. You're very, very close. So I would say this is not a good time for you to turn back. Look how content she is, looking the other way from the past. She's looking the other way. Holding on to her coin, not too tightly, but she's fruitful. She's solid, compassionate, whether you're man or woman. You're not looking for anybody. You're looking to what's next. That's all I'm saying. You're content. She's sitting there with her eyes half closed. She's not even thinking about She looks just fine on her own, right? And that's what's leading you to the blessings that are on the way. And I feel like the blessings have already started to pour in. It's just you're still in that, like, that energy of, is it really over? Yeah, you're still in this energy, but you're doing it. Like, is it really over? Are pigs flying? Did I really make it out? Yes, darling, you did. You did. That might be it for this reading because this deck is just about done. Oh, look at that. Aw. So now somebody else, and it could be an Aries or it could be a Capricorn, somebody from your past who you thought was an emperor at the time, they're thinking of you now. Like, could I possibly get this person back? Could I get them back now? When pigs fly. When pigs fly. Yeah, now they want to be in the King of Cups energy. Now they want to be compassionate. It's always like right after you just don't care anymore. You've seen the truth, and so have they. You don't need them at all. Six of Wands. You're going to be, yeah, they're going to have to see, if they aren't already, they're going to have to see you be amazing. And they probably do see that now, and they feel so stupid. They feel so stupid. But that's not on you. I feel like taking this person back would be a temporary victory for them, and it would be a bad move for you. And you know that. You've seen the light. Because if you take them back, they're going to feel like they won, and then they're going to slip right back into that same behavior. Still keeping secrets, still lying, still in three-party situations, etc., etc. You don't have time for that. Do you have time? Do you have time for that at this stage in the game? Remember, it's always up to you. But I don't think you had time. Not my collective. Not my collective. And again, the choice is yours. I mean, there are some times when an ex wants to come back, and maybe they really have changed, but I don't see this person changing. I see this person just feels stupid. And if you were to work on things with them, it would be a burden to you. You've got enough going on. You've got enough on your plate trying to figure out your next steps, which is already 10 of Wands energy for you, trying to figure out what's next, but it's a good 10 of Wands. You're carrying the weight into your future, shedding the weight when it's time to let go. And then, you know, it's hard. That's what I'm saying. It's hard for you to do this, but you're doing it. You're carrying a heavy load away from the past. Whoever this person was that had so much influence on you. And they're probably hiding it from you that they are feeling this way. Like, I feel like this is ancestors, actually. This is ancestors getting at them. It could be your ancestors. If your ancestors are like to check people, they could be doing that. They could be all in this person's energy, like reminding them of you. Like, you idiot, look what you did. You let my collective go. You let my daughter, you let my granddaughter, you let my grandson go, dummy. That person isn't telling you. They're ignoring it. They're knowing that they should have already come back to you, but they haven't. And that's okay. Because if they do, you're just going to send them packing. But they feel it. They feel it. And you need to step forward into the celebration. Into faith, like into knowing that there's better things for you. Because there are. And you're already seeing them. You're already getting a taste of it. So make sure you're keeping your eyes open. Looking forward and not over your shoulder. I think that's it. I'm gonna close, and it's not. yeah. Don't get caught in this energy. If you end up, they're in the Eight of Swords right now, mental prison, because they did something to you. They didn't see you when they had the chance. 333. That was 3333 on the clock when I was saying that. And now, you're no longer in this mental prison because you were when you were dealing with them. Now they're feeling that compassion and it's confusing them. because King of Cups is at the bottom of the deck yet again. It's like they're so confused about these emotions. How could I not have seen this? How could I not have seen how special this person was when I had the chance? But they didn't. And they've even, in trying to come back to you, they're taking so long. They're taking too long. They still can't even decide what to do. They're ignoring the signs from the angels and from the ancestors that have been kicking them in the ass and picking at their head, saying, you idiot, what did you do? They're ignoring that. They don't deserve you. They're still the same. Why did I think that card came out earlier? Why did I think that card came out earlier? Oh, yeah, no, it didn't. I was about to be like, what? Okay. Now I feel like it's done with only this many cards left in the deck. So let's get some oracles for you. And yep, what's at the bottom? Yes, you're turning toward the light. You're turning toward what's new, what's good for you, whatever that is. But notice that that wheel looks like a pinnacle kind of, and there's a bunch of pinnacles behind it. Cycles. You're learning from your past cycles, and you're about to come into something good. Something tells me I'm into something good. So because a lot of this felt like it had to do with love, I'm going to pull a love oracle for my collective. Oh, something fell on the floor. What is it? Codependency. Yeah, so this may have been somebody in the past you were codependent on. You really thought you needed this person. You really thought you needed this person, but this fell to the ground as I was shuffling. You don't need them anymore. And for our friend Britney Spears, she doesn't need those people. They were trying to make her think that she needed them. She didn't need them. They were taking advantage of her. Shout out to you, Britney Spears, wherever you are, my darling. You are taking your power back, and so is my collective. You're seeing through the veil. You don't need whoever was making you feel like you were stupid, making you feel like you couldn't do anything, making you feel like you would never be anyone. You already were, and you still are. And now this is what's coming to you. Passion. Passion. Y'all remember America's Next Top Model Season 1? Yeah, this is what's on its way to you in so many different forms. So many different forms. Financial, love, friendship. Your heart is going to be singing. Singing because you did this. The time has come to clear your energy. So you release this person, you let them go. It's time for you to really stand in that. And we got two more. Maybe it's time for you to take a vacation. Disconnect a little bit. I always recommend meditation. And I actually need to, meditate myself more. I need to do a really deep meditation session. Maybe tonight when I get back from that date. You can tell I'm not really looking forward to it. But I know I want to go. It's just not, I won't bore you with the details. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So this, getting out, meeting new people, forgiving those assholes who hurt you in the past, forgiving those assholes who tried to control you in some way, shape, or form, it helps you move forward. And while you move forward, we have at the bottom of the deck, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Okay, so there may be somebody coming in who's just not your usual physical type, but I think you'll still find them attractive because you're gonna have some kind of beginning with this person. It may be with like a spark with eye contact, or you might accidentally touch hands or something, but you're gonna realize pretty quickly that this is gonna be somebody you want to know. All right, so don't sleep on that. Don't sleep on it. And lastly, I'm gonna pull a Moonology card. Yeah, I might put Britney's name in this title because her energy is heavy in this. It's like, it started off right with her music. Somebody thought they fooled you, and they didn't. You were in control. You just couldn't see that you were in control. But they need you. You don't need them. Sounds like that Ed Sheeran song. You need me, man. I don't need you. It may sound cocky, but some of y'all might need to embrace that right now because you're trying to heal from all this past energy. Know that you're a badass, okay? So let's see. What wants to come out from the Moonology Oracle deck from my collective for Theyre LLC? What wants to come out from the Moonology deck for my collective? Ha! Believe in the impossible, you guys. It's on the way. Keep moving. And of course, at the bottom of the deck, what do you need to release? You already know. You already know. Focus on what makes you feel good. And I don't want to say that because sometimes there are toxic things that make you feel good. But I mean, there's a need. I feel like people pleasing is somewhere at the center of this. Like, okay, sure, okay. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, sure. No. If it doesn't really agree with you, cut it off. Even as you're taking these new steps, when you come across something that you don't feel is right for you, cut it off. Don't just sit there and be like, okay, sure. We're not doing that, are we? We're not doing that, collective. What do you need to release? And with that, I love y'all. Please like, share, subscribe. I'd love to hear from you. Comment, sing like the little birdies in the sky. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you very, very soon. The weeklies are going to be coming up Saturday and Sunday. All right, bye, y'all.